In a small country lived a bunny girl named Judy Hopps. Her parents were only farmers, but she had dreams of becoming a police officer. Everyone laughed at her because never in history a rabbit became a cop. But Judy Hopps had a strong determination. She fought hard so she can join police training at the Zootopia Police Academy and successfully graduate from the academy as the first rabbit police officer. Time continues until Judy's separation from her parents, and she continues her journey from her country to Zootopia, riding an advanced transportation that makes it easy for her and everyone to travel between countries. During the trip to Zootopia, Judy plays a song from her iPod phone while admiring the technological developments in Zootopia that she can see through the glass. There are huge billboards everywhere. Transportation and lifestyles are very sophisticated. A moment later, Judy had arrived at Zootopia. She became the first rabbit to set foot in Zootopia, and now she is ready to live out his life as a police officer.
Chief Bogo, the Cape Buffalo Chief of Police, enters the room.
All right, everybody listen. Finally, we have 14 missing mammal cases, all predators, from a giant polar bear to a teensy little otter, and the city hall is right up my tail to find them. This is priority number 1. Assignments. Officer Chris Zoli, Feng Mayor Delgado, your team takes missing mammals from the Rainforest District. Officer McCord, Renowitz, Wolford, your team takes Sahara Square. Officer Higgins, Narloff, Trungaby, Chinatown. And finally, our first bunny. Officer Hobbs, parking duty. Dismiss.
What? Parking duty? Chief Bogo. Sir, you said there were 14 missing mammal cases.
So,
I can handle one. You probably forgot, but I was top of my class at the academy.
didn't forget? Just don't care.
Sir, I'm not just some token bunny.
Well then, riding 100 tickets today should be easy.
100 tickets? I'm not gonna ride 100 tickets. I'm gonna ride 200 tickets. Before noon.
Judy puts on her Mittermaid outfit, adjusts her mirror, puts on her seatbelt, turns on the car, and hits the pedal. The car moves as slow as possible. She goes around giving tickets to cars that have expired parking spots. Later, Judy looks at the clock, which points to 12, and looks at the ticket pad, which shows 200.
Boom! 200 tickets. Before noon.
Then she hears a car horn and sees Nick Wilde the fox dodging a fresh dough truck being driven by a ram named Doe. Judy watches Nick slyly standing by an ice cream parlor, Jumbeau's cafe. When an elephant enters, Nick goes inside. Suspicious, Judy runs across the road looking for Nick, but she doesn't see him. There are elephants in line and a hippocamp is seen walking.
Where did he go?
Judy hops and goes inside the store. In the cafe, an elephant scoops up a large chunk of pink ice cream with his trunk and places it on a cup. He sucks up a lot of peanuts from a bag using his trunk and loudly blows them out onto the ice cream, with some of the peanuts falling on the table. He then puts a cherry on top for good measure. The owner, Jerry Jumbeaux Jr., an elephant, is at the counter taking orders. Judy enters and sees Nick talking to Jerry.
Listen, I don't know what you're doing skulking around during daylight hours, but I don't want any trouble in here. So hit the road.
I'm not looking for any trouble either, sir. I simply want to buy a jumbo pop for my little boy. You want the red or the blue, pal?
Nick walks up to the glass and points to the cherry jumbo pop.
I'm such a...
Okay, come on, kid, back up. Listen, buddy, what? There aren't any Xbox action joining your part of town?
Judy stops and overhears them, her ears pricking up.
Oh, no. There are. It's just my boy, this booby little stinker. He loves all things elephant. He wants to be one when he grows up. Is that adorable?
Aww.
Who the heck am I to cast This little dream, huh? Right?
Look, you probably can read, Fox, but the sign says we reserve the right to refuse service to anyone. So beat it.
Finnick trumpets sadly, and then Judy steps forward.
Hello. Excuse me?
Hey. You're gonna have to wait your turn like everyone else, middle maid.
Actually, I'm an officer. Just had a quick question. Are your customers aware that they're getting snot and mucus with their cookies and cream?
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't want to cause you any trouble, but I believe scooping ice cream with an ungloved trunk is a Class 3 health code violation, which is kind of a big deal. Of course, I can let you off with a warning if you glove those trunks and, I don't know, finish selling this nice dad and son, what was it?
A jumbo pop, please.
Jumbo pop.
$15.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I don't have my wallet. I lose my head if it weren't attached to my neck. That's the truth. Oh boy. I'm sorry, pal. Got to be about the worst birthday ever. Please don't be mad at me. Thanks anyway.
As he takes Finnick out, the latter points back at the counter. Judy watches them leave, slams a $20 bill on the counter.
Keep the change.
Later, Judy, Nick, and Finnick walk outside the parlor. Nick holds the jumbo pop that is nearly as big as himself, and Judy holds Finnick's hand as they walk out.
Officer, I can't thank you enough. So kind, really. Can I pay you back?
Oh no, it's my treat. It's just, it burns me up to see frogs with such backward attitudes towards foxes. I just want to say that you're a great dad and just a real articulate fella.
Well, that is high price. It's rare that I find someone so non-patronizing, Officer
Hops, Mr.
Wilde, Nick Wilde.
Judy and Nick shake paws. Judy look at Finnick.
And you, little guy? You want to be an elephant when you grow up? You be an elephant, because this is Zootopia. Anyone can be anything.
Boy. I tell him that all the time. All right, here you go. 2 pounds. Yeah. Oh, look at the smile. That's a happy birthday smile. All right. Give her a little bye-bye toot-toot.
Finnick toots twice as Nick and Finnick leave.
Toot toot.
Bye now.
Goodbye.
Judy is seen in Sahasrara, where she is continuing her mermaid job. She prints out another ticket and puts it on the windshield of her red car. She wipes her brow. To the reflection, she sees Finnick.
Oh, hey little toot toot.
She notices Finnick holding a jar, and red juice is pouring out of a rain gutter. Nick is seen on top of a roof, melting the jumbo pop on a chimney grate. After he melts it completely, he tosses the stick down, slides down from the roof like a surfer, grabs the jars, and he and Finnick walk inside their van and drive off. Judy looks confused as she sees Finnick driving the van. She follows them to Tundra Town and sees Nick and Finnick. Finnick makes paw prints in the snow and puts small popsicle sticks by them, while Nick pours the melted jumbo pop juice over it. Judy continues to watch them in confusion. Later, Nick is seen carrying a cart of small popsicles. He looks at the clock and it chimes 5. Lemmings are seen exciting walking out from the Lemming Brothers Bank.
Popsicle. Get your popsicle.
Some lemmings leave. Then one of them takes notices and goes up to Nick, and the other lemmings follow. The lemmings pay Nick as he hands them the popsicles one by one. They eat the popsicles and throw the sticks in the recycle cans in unison. Finnick pops out from the recycle cans and pulls carts, holding the discarded sticks to the van. Judy watches from behind the grass and growls angrily, knowing she's been conned.
39, 40. There you go. Try to work a diaper, big guy.
In an alley, Nick is paying Finnick his share. Then he gave the fraudulent money to his little friend and the little friend left.
Well, I stood up for you and you lied to me. You liar.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart. And I'm not a liar. He is.
Nick points to the other way. Judy looks but sees no one. She turns back and sees that Nick disappeared. She turns the other way and sees Nick is walking away.
Hey! Alright, Slick Nick. You are under arrest.
Really? For what?
Gee, I don't know. How about selling food without a permit? Transporting illegal commerce across borough lines? False advertising.
Permit? Receive of declared commerce? And I did not falsely advertise anything. Take care.
You told that mouse the popsicle sticks were redwood.
That's right. Redwood with a space in the middle. Wood that is red. You can touch me, Carrot. I've been doing this since I was born.
You're gonna wanna refrain from calling me Carrot.
My bad. I'm just naturally assume you came from some little carrot town podong, no?
No. Podong is in Dearborn County, and I grew up in Bunnyborough.
Okay. Tell me, you are from Bunnyborough. Is that what you say? So how about a cattle farmer? Does that sound about right? Be careful now, or it won't just be your dream getting crushed.
Hey, no one tells me what I can or cannot do. Especially not some jerk who never had the guts to be anything more than a popsicle hustler.
Alright, look, don't you want to see? Yeah, thinking they can be anything they want. Well, you can. You can only be what you are. Sly fox, dumb bunny.
I'm not a dumb bunny.
Right. And that's not quite cement.
Judy is sitting up to her knees in cement. Nick walks off as Judy struggles to break loose.
You will never be a real cop. You are cute, Mr. Meadow. Maybe a supervisor one day. Hang in there.
Feeling upset, Judy returns to her apartment with small gray thin clouds of dust erupt on the carpet due to her feet covered in cement powder.
Then her phone rings. Judy picks it up and sees that her parents are calling. Judy groans, puts on a forced smile, and answers her phone.
Oh, hey, it's my dad and mom.
Oh, there she is. Hi, sweetheart.
Hey there, dude. Yeah. How was your first day on the force?
It was really great.
Oh, yeah? Everything you've ever hoped for?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely and more. Everyone's so nice, and I feel like I'm really making a difference.
Wait a second, honey. Oh, holy craps! Bonnie, look at that!
Oh, my sweet heaven. Judy, are you a matter maid?
This? No. This is just a temporary thing.
Oh, it's the safest job on the force.
Yay! She's not a real cop, I'll tell you. Our prayers has been answered.
Glorious day.
Oh, indeed. The half. Mater maid, Judy Hobbs is mater maid.
That. You know what? It's been a really long day. I should really.
That's right. You get some rest, honey.
Those meters aren't gonna make themselves, you know?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Tomorrow's another day.
The next day, Judy is doing her matter maid duty again. While Judy is doing her job, a weasel named Duke Whistleton ran past her carrying a duffel bag. Turns out, he just robbed a shop. Judy then immediately ran after the Whistleton Duke. While Judy was in pursuit, there was a policeman on guard. The policeman told Judy to stop and wait for the real police to handle, but Judy didn't care and continued her duties as a police officer. Duke Whistleton threw the large donut statue at Judy, and Judy looked down, which made the large donut almost hit Frou-Frou, a lady shrew who was not far behind Judy. Judy notices and catches the donut, which is just a few inches away from Frou-Frou's head. Judy takes the donut and walks towards Duke Whistleton. He gets spooked and yelps as a shouting Judy slams the donut on him.
On the other hand, in the Zootopia, Clawhauser is talking to Mrs. Otterton while holding a donut. Clawhauser and Mrs. Otterton hear the doors open. Clawhauser gets startled and Mrs. Otterton watches curiously as Duke is seen bound by the donut rolling across the room. He hits the side of the desk, making Clawhauser and Mrs. Otterton both yelp with surprise. Clawhauser accidentally drops his donut in the process. Duke moans, stops rolling, and lands in place, upside down. Mrs. Otterton looks curiously at the donut sign as it stops rolling. Judy jumps through the open doorway, heroically and happily.
Me! I popped a whistle!
Hops!
Judy sees Chief Bogo on the second floor balcony, who points angrily to the left to meet him in his office.
Abandoning your post in setting a scurry, reckless endangerment of rodents, but be fair, you did stop a master criminal from stealing 2 dozen moldy onions.
Hate to disagree with you, sir, but those aren't onions. Those are crocus vertical midnicum holicities. They are classy botanicals, sir. Well, I grew up in a family where plant husbandry is kind of a thing. Yeah.
Shut your tiny mouth now.
Sir, I got the bad guy. That's my job.
Your job is putting tickets on parked cars.
Benjamin Clawhauser through intercom.
Chief, Mrs. Otterton here to see you again.
Not now.
Okay, I just didn't know if you wanted to take this time. She seems really upset.
Not now.
Sir, I don't want to be mad at me. I want to be a real cop.
Do you think the mayor asked what I want when he assigned you to me?
But sir, if...
Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go.
Mrs. Otterton enters his office in distress.
Bogo, please. 5 minutes of your time, please.
I'm sorry, sir. I tried to stop her. She's super slippery.
Ma'am, as I've told you, we're doing everything we can.
My husband has been missing for 10 days. His name is Emmett Otterton.
Yes, I know.
He's a florist. We have 2 beautiful children. He will never just disappear.
Ma'am, our detectives are very busy.
Please, there's gotta be somebody to find my Emmett.
Mrs. Otterton.
I'll find him.
Oh, thank you. Bless you, little bunny. Oh, hey, take this. Find my Emmett. Bring him home to me and my babies, please.
Mrs. Otterton, please wait out here.
Oh, of course. Oh, thank you both so much.
1 second. You're fired.
What? Why?
Insubordination. Now, I'm going to open the door and you're going to tell that author you are a former metermate with a delusion of grandeur who will not be taking the case.
Chief Bogo opens the door, revealing Mrs. Otterton with Bellwether.
I just heard Office Hub is taking the case.
Oh, Assistant Mayor Bellwether.
The Mama Inclusion Initiative is really starting to pay off. Mayor Leonhardt is just gonna be so jazzed.
No. Let's not tell the mayor just yet.
And send it. Understand? So I did that. Alright, well, I'd say the case is in a good hand. Us little guys, we need to stick together, right?
Like glue.
Good one. You just call me if you ever need anything, okay? You have always got a friend in the city hall, Judy. Alright, bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bellwether and Mrs. Otterton leave. Chief Bogo, with a fake smile, closes the door. He sighs begrudgingly while Judy waits for a response.
I will give you 48 hours.
Yes.
That's 2 days to find Emmett Otterton.
Okay.
But you strike out, you resign.
Ah. Okay. Deal.
Splendid. Clawhauser will give you the complete case file.
Juddy goes to Clawhauser's desk, where Clawhauser gives Juddy the file.
Here you go. One missing otter.
Wait, that's it?
Yikes, that is the smallest case file I've ever seen. Leads? None. Witnesses? None. And you're not in the computer system yet. So resources? None. Oh, I hope you didn't stake your career on cracking this one.
Okay, last known sighting?
Judy looks at the picture and gets annoyed by the slurping noises. Clawhauser is drinking about a cup of soda that is totally empty.
Can I just borrow? Thank you.
Juddy takes the bottle and uses it as a magnifying glass. Juddy sees Emmett holding a popsicle.
Popsicle.
What does this mean?
It means I have a leak.
While driving, Judy sees Nick pushing Finnick in a stroller. She then drives next to them.
Hi, hello, it's me again.
Hey, it's Officer Tutu.
Haha. No, actually, it's Officer Hobbs, and I'm here to ask you some questions about the case.
What happened, Mr. Maid? Did someone steal a traffic cone? It wasn't me.
Annoyed, Juddy blocks the sidewalk, blaring her siren.
Hey, Carrot, you're gonna wake the baby. I gotta get to work.
Judy hops out of the car with the file and carrot pan.
This is important, sir. I think your $10 worth of popsicles can wait.
Huh? I make 200 bucks a day, Fluff. 365 a day. A year since I was 12. And time is money. Hop along.
Please, just look at the picture. You sold Mr. Otterton that popsicle, right? You know him?
I know everybody. And I also know that somewhere there is a toy store missing its stuffed animal. So, why don't you get back to your toy box?
Fine. Then we'll have to do this the hard way.
In a quick second, a clink is heard. There is a parking boot attached to Nick's stroller.
Did you just boot my stroller?
Nicholas Wilde, you are under arrest.
For what? Hurting your feeling?
Felony tax evasion. Yeah, $200 a day, 365 days a year since you were 12. That's to the case, so times 20, which is 1,462,000, I think. I mean, I'm just a dumb bunny, but you're good at multiplying. Anyway, according to your tax form, you reported, let me see here, 0. Unfortunately, lying on federal form is punishable offense. 5 years jail time.
Well, it's my word against yours.
Judy pulls out her carrot pen and plays back Nick's confession.
Actually, it's your words against yours. And if you want this pen, you're going to help me find this poor missing otter, or the only place you'll be selling your popsicles is the prison cafeteria. It's called Hazel, sweetheart. Now start talking.
I don't know where he is. I only saw where he went.
Great, let's go.
It's not exactly a place for a cute little bunny.
Don't call me cute. Get in the car.
Okay, you're the boss.
Juddy and Nick enter a room resembling one from the 70s. They walk up to a yak named Yax meditating behind his desk. Flies are buzzing around his head.
Hi. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yax comes out of his meditation, shaking his head, looks down, and sees Judy.
Officer Hawk, ZPD. I'm looking for a missing mammal. I'm at Otterton. Here? Who may have frequented this establishment?
Yeah, old Emmett. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. But hey, you should talk to his yoga instructor. I'd be happy to take you back. Yangi is just on the other side of the pleasure pool.
Gax leads Judy and Nick to an elephant leading a yoga class with a zebra, a giraffe, and an armadillo.
Here we go. As you can see, Nangi is an elephant, so she'll totally remember everything. Hey Nangi, these dudes have some question about Emmett the otter. Emmett Otterton, been coming to your yoga class for like 6 years?
I have no memory of this person.
He's an otter, actually.
He was here for a couple of Wednesdays ago, remember?
No?
Yeah, he was wearing a green cable knit sweater vest and a new pair of corduroy slacks. Oh, and a paisley tie. Sweet Windsor knot. Real tight. Remember that, Nangi?
No.
Yeah, and we both walked him out, and he got into this big old white car with a silver trim. Did a tune-up, the third cylinder wasn't firing. Remember that, Nangi?
No.
You didn't happen to catch the license plate number, did you?
Oh, for sure, it was 29THD03.
Wow, this is a lot of great info. Thank you.
Now, give me the pen, please.
The blade. I can't run a blade. Ooh, I'm not in the system yet. Oh, wait. What is it that you just said? Any Marine can run a blade? Gosh, if only there was a Marine around who can do that for me.
Rabbit, I did what you asked. You can keep me on the hook forever.
Not forever. I only have like 36 hours left to solve this case. So, can you run the blade? Or not?
Actually, I just remember. I have a pal, DMV.
Judy and Nick drive up and enter the Department of Mammal Vehicles, DMV.
He's the fastest guy in there. You need something done, he's on it.
I hope so. We are real starting every minute to count. Wait, there are slots?
The slots are working slowly, stapling papers, and taking license pictures, irritating the customers.
You said this was gonna be quick.
What? Are you saying that because he has slots, he can be fast? I thought in Zootopia, anyone could be anything. Flash, out of your desk. Buddy, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Flash, I'd love you to meet my friend. Darling, I forgot your name.
Officer Judy Hobbs, ZPD, how are you?
I am doing just
fine.
As well as I can be. What?
Hang in there.
Can I do?
Well, I was hoping you could run a plate.
For you?
Well, I was...
Judy waits a moment to see if Flash is finished saying his sentence.
I'm hoping you could run a plate for me. And we are in a really
Sure.
good mood.
What's the plate
290
number?
290 HD03.
After a moment of pause, Flash slowly types the number on his computer as slow as possible.
You 2, 9,
THD03,
E,
HD03,
H,
D03,
E,
D03,
D0.
3.
Hey, Flash, wanna hear a joke?
No!
Sure.
Okay. What do you call a three-hub camel?
I don't know. What do you call a
3-hum camel.
three-hump camel?
Pregnant.
Nick laughs, elbowing Juddy, who has an annoyed look and briefly glares at Nick. Flash slowly smiled and opening his mouth and laughed slowly.
Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah, very funny, very fun. Can we please put this on the class?
Juddy growls in frustration. Much later, the paper prints out. Flash slowly gets it out and slowly hands it to Juddy.
Here.
Yeah. Please hurry.
You.
It's registered to 90 HD03. It's registered to Thundertown limo service. A limo took Otterton. And the limo's in Thundertown. It's Thundertown.
Class.dot. I love ya. I owe ya.
Juddy and Nick walk out of the DMV.
Hurry, we gotta rush and it's night.
In the Thundertown limo service, Juddy tugs on the lock on the gate.
Closed. Great.
Juddy starts to dig underneath the fence and Nick starts climbing the fence.
Come on, 290 HD03. This is it.
Nick opens the passenger door and Juddy opens the driver's door. Cold mist comes out from the car. Juddy looks around the pedal and the brake and sees a strand of white hair. She picks it up with a pair of tweezers.
Polar bear fur.
Nick notes, rolling his eyes. He then opens the glove compartment and suddenly jumps back in alarm.
Oh my god.
What?
Nick takes out a bunch of CDs. One of them has a picture of a smiling foal on it.
The 75 of Jara, but on CD. Who's still CDs?
Nick opens the door, revealing the bag. He gets spooked and his ears pull back.
Carrots, if your author was here, he had a very bad day.
Those are claw marks. You ever seen anything like this?
No?
Ah, wait. Look.
Juddy and Nick hop down. Juddy looks at the wallet, seeing Mr. Otterton's picture.
This is him. I'm with Otterton. He was definitely here. What do you think happened to him?
Nick looks around and sees a cup. He picks it up and sees a fancy bee imprinted on it.
Well, now, wait a minute. Polar bear for headpack music, fancy cup. I know who the guy this is. We gotta go.
Why? Whose car is this?
The most crime boss in Thundertown. They call him Mr. Big, and he does not like me, so we gotta go.
I'm not leaving. This is a crime scene.
Well, it's gonna be a bigger crime scene if Mr. Big find me here, so we are leaving right now.
Nick grabs Juddy and starts to head out opens. When he opens the door, two polar bears are waiting outside. Nick recoils and jumps back startled.
Oh, God, Raymond, and is that Gavin? long time no see. And speaking of no see, how about you forget you saw me, huh? For old time's sake.
Raymond and Gavin grab Judy and Nick by their necks.
That's a no.
They pull them off and they drive off in a limo. Judy and Nick are between both polar bears in stunned, wide-eyed silence.
The limo drives up to a house and a polar bear closes the driveway. The polar bears take Judy and Nick to a room and no one seems to be there. They push them forward. Another polar bears enter the room.
Is that Mr. Big?
No,
What about that one? Is that him?
no.
A third polar bear, Kozlov, larger than the others, enters the room and walks to the desk.
That's gotta be him.
Stop talking, stop talking, stop talking.
Kozlov sits with his hands on the desk. He unclenches his hands to reveal a tiny chair. He turns it around and reveals Mr. Big, who is a shrew.
Mr. Big, sir, this is a simple misunderstanding.
You come here unannounced on the day my daughter is to be married.
Well, actually, we were brought here against our will, so the point is, I did not know that it was your car, and I certainly did not know about your daughter's wedding.
I trusted you, Nikki. I welcomed you into my home. We broke bread together. Grandmama met you cannoli. And how did you repay my generosity? With a rock, made from the butt of a skunk. A skunk butt rock. You disrespected me. You disrespected my grandmama, who I buried in that skunk butt rock. I told you never to show your face here again, but here you are, snooping around with this. What are you, a performer? What's with the costume?
Sir, I am a cop.
Mime, she is a mime. This mime cannot speak. You can speak if you're a mime.
No, I am a cop, and I am on the Otterton case, and my evidence puts him in your car. So intimidate me all you want. I'm gonna find out what you did to that otter if that's the last thing I do.
Then I have only one request. Say hello to grandmama. I see him.
Whoa. I didn't see nothing. I'm not saying nothing.
And you never will.
Please.
Put me down.
No. If you're mad about the rock, I get more rocks.
Frou enters the room wearing a wedding dress.
Oh, Daddy, it's time for our dance. What did he say? No icing anyone at my wedding.
I have to, baby. Daddy has to. Ice him.
Wait. She's the bunny that saved my life yesterday from the giant donut.
This bunny.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, I love your dress.
Oh, thank you.
Put them down. You have done me a great service. I will help you find the otter. I will take your kindness and pay it forward.
Mr. Big, Frou, her husband, and several other shrews pose for a picture. They then dance and cheer in celebration. On the other hand, Nick Wilde is enjoying his precise life of cake with a tiny child.
Otterton is my florist. He's like a part of the family. He had something important he wanted to discuss. That is why I sent that car to pick him up, but he never arrived.
Because he was attacked.
No, he attacked.
Otterton?
Otterton. He went crazy, ripped up the car, scared my driver half to death, and disappeared into the night.
But he was a sweet little otter.
My child, we may be evolved, but deep down, we are still animals. You wanna find Otterton? talked to the driver of the car. His name is Manchas. Lives in the rainforest district. Only he can tell you more.
Afterward, Judy and Nick reach Mancha's house. Judy moves some vines covering the doorbell and rings it. The door opens slightly, revealing Manchas, a big black jaguar. Judy and Nick tensely look at him in suspense.
Anxious? I'm Judy Hobbs from ZPD. We just want to know what happened to Emmett Otterton.
You should be asking what happened to me.
The big jaguar shows his right eye that is badly scratched and bruised.
Whoa, I didn't see Otter did that.
What happened?
He was an animal, down on all fours. He was a savage.
Do you mind telling us everything?
I was driving when I heard snaring and ripping from the back. It was Adventi tearing the car seats. He jumped and attacked me with a snarl, and the car spun out of control. I jumped out and caught my eye.
And Otterton?
He climbed out of the car and snarled before running off. There was no warning. He just kept yelling about the night owlers over and over. The night owlers!
Oh, so you know about the night howler too. Good. Because the night howler are exactly what we are here to talk about, right?
Yeah. So, you just open the door, let us in, tell us what you know, and we will tell you what we know, okay?
Okay.
Clever fox.
A sound of clattering is suddenly heard from inside the house, and Manchas screams followed after. Judy opens the door and sees Manchas hunched over on the floor, twitching and convulsing horribly.
Mr. Manchas?
Buddy?
Are you okay? Run! Run!
Manchas stops convulsing and turns to them growling with his teeth bared. His pupils are now slits. As rain starts to fall, Judy and Nick race away from the house with Manchas chasing them like a primal predator.
What is wrong with him?
I don't know. Jump!
Manchas leaps on the bridge, flinging Judy and Nick in the air until they reach the end of the bridge. Judy and Nick jump as Manchas leaps towards them. They land on a branch with Nick grunting in pain. The rabbit and the fox run on the branch with Manchas chasing them. They hide into a lock and crawl through with Manchas staring it to get at them.
Officer Hobbs to dispatch. Clawhauser! Clawhauser! Listen to me. We have a 1091. Jaguar gone savage. Fine and to Junja.
It's Tahanga.
Hobbs! Okay, we're sending backup. Hobbs! Hobbs!
There! Held to the sky trams.
The slippery floors make them slip over to the edge and she grabs on. Nick gets to the gondola lift and opens the door.
Get in! Carrots! Carrots!
Go!
No, buddy. One predator to another.
Nick facing Manchas in nerves. The big jaguar leaps towards Nick, but is stopped a few feet away, thanks to Judy, who has handcuffed Manchas' leg to a post.
Now, I can tell you a little tense, so I'm just gonna give you a little personal space.
Manchas snarls and lunges at Judy, knocking him backwards into Judy. They fall off the leash and Judy quickly grabs a vine and Nick falls at the same time. They swing back and forth under the bridge.
Rabbits, whenever you do not let go.
I'm gonna let go.
No, you what?
1, 2.
I said do not. Rabbit!
Judy saw the vines under and thought of an idea. She let go of Nick's hand and they were sent flying off and landed on the vines. Manchas was still snarling and growling over the sky-turned and strands. He glances at Judy in amazement.
Carrot, you saved my life.
Well, that's what we do here in ZPD.
The vines break under them and Judy and Nick glance on leaves. They both get tangled up in vines a few feet off the ground. Police sirens are heard and the cars drive up to them. Chief Bogo stepped up and approached Judy.
Well, this should be good.
Juddy lifts the zippity to the sky, wanted to show them the tragedy of Mr. Manchas.
I thought this was just a missing memo case, but it's way bigger. Mr. Otterton did not just disappear. I believe he and this jaguar, they went savage, sir.
Savage? This isn't the Stone Age, Hobbs. Animals don't go savage.
I thought so too. Till I saw this. What? He was right here.
The savage jaguar?
Sir, I know what I saw. He almost killed us.
Or maybe any aggressive predator looks savage to you, Rabbit.
No, wait, sir. I'm not the only one who saw him. Nick!
You think I'm gonna believe a fox?
Well, he was a key witness and I...
2 days to find the other, or you quit. That was the deal. Badge.
But sir, we had...
Judy reluctantly starts to unclip her badge until Nick speaks.
No.
What did you say?
Sorry. What I said was, no, she will not be giving you that badge. Look, you gave her a clown face, a 3-wheel tech joke mobile, and 2 days to solve a case you guys don't have one crack in 2 weeks. Yeah, it's no wonder she need to get help for Fox. None of you guys were gonna help her, were you? Here's the thing, Chief. You gave her 40 hours, so technically we still have 10 left to find our Mr. Otterton. And this is exactly what we are gonna do. So if you will excuse us, we have a very big lead to follow and case to crack today.
After another gondola pulls up, Nick walks to the Skytrain. Juddy tries to say something to Chief Bogo, but stops herself and follows Nick. Chief Bogo watches them in silence while Nick opens the door for Juddy. Both of them enter the gondola and depart.
Officer Hobbs.
Thank you, Nick.
Never let them see that what they get to you.
So, things to get to?
Oh, I mean, not anymore. But I was small and emotionally unbalanced like you once.
Haha.
No, it's true. I think I was 8 or maybe 9, and all I wanted to do was join the Junior Ranger Scout. So my mom scraps together enough money to buy me a brand new uniform because, by the God, I was gonna fit in, even if I was the only predator in the troop, the only fox. I was gonna be a part of a pack. I was so proud.
Nick was carried by his memory of his childhood. He wanted to be a scout and be a part in a group. However, Nick struggled being the only predator in the troop. His group mates hated him and pushed him away.
I learned through things. Well, I was never gonna let anyone see that they get to me.
And do?
If the world's only gonna see a fox as safety and untrustworthy, there's no point in trying to be anything else.
Nick, you're so much more than that.
Boy, look at traffic down here. How about we go up to check it in the traffic central? Chuck, how are things looking on the jam cams?
Nick, I'm glad you told me.
The jam cam.
Seriously, it's okay.
No. Shh. There are traffic camera everywhere. Over the canopy. Look, whatever happened to the Jaguar?
The traffic cams will found it.
Bingo.
Oh, pretty sneaky, Slick.
Yes. However, if you didn't have access to the system before, I doubt the Chief Buffalo Bat is gonna let you into it now.
No, but I have a friend at the city hall who might.
Juddy and Nick went to the mayor's office trying to find help with the traffic camera.
Oh, sir, if you review, that's very important. Sir!
Okay, I heard you, Bellwether. Just take care of it. Please, and clean my afternoon. I'm going out.
Oh no, but sir, you do have a meeting with Hertz and Grazing. Sir, if I can just... Oh, mutton chops.
Mayor Lionheart enters his office and lets the door slam right in Bellwether's face, making her spill everything. While picking up the folders, Juddy and Nick approach her and help with the shattering folders.
Assistant Mayor Bellwether, we need your help. We just need to get into the traffic camps database.
Bellwether easily agrees in helping Juddy and Nick. She brought them to her office.
Where to?
Rainforest District. Fine and Tahanga.
There, traffic claims for the whole city. Well, this is so exciting actually. I mean, well, you know, I never get to do this anything important.
But you're the assistant mayor of Zootopia.
Oh, I'm more of a glorified secretary. I think my head just wanted the ship vote. But he did give me the nice mug.
Oh.
Feels good to be appreciated.
Smell weather?
Little names he likes to use. I called him Lionheart once. He didn't care for that. Let me tell you, it wasn't a good day for me. Yes, sir?
I thought you were going to cancel my afternoon.
Oh, dear, I better go. Let me know what you find.
You think when she goes to sleep, she counts herself?
Oh, shush. Okay, traffic camps, Tahanga, burn. Who are these guys?
Oh, Timberwolf. Look at these dum-dums. Especially nickel one. And there it is. I mean, what is it with Wolf and the Howling?
Thrillers. Terrors. That's what manchas are afraid of. Wolves. The wolves are the night owls. If they took manchas,
I bet they took Otterton too.
all we gotta do is find out where they were. Where do they go?
Oh, you know, if I wanted to avoid surveillance because I was doing something illegal, which I never have, I would use the maintenance tunnel 6B, which will put them out right there.
Well, look at you, Junior Detective. You know, I think you do actually make a pretty good.
Oh, how dare you. Acacia LA, Fiscus Underpass, South Canyon.
They're heading out of town. Where does that road go?
After finding the location of Mr. Manchas, Juddy and Nick went to the cliffside asylum. They ran to a tall boat, avoiding the view of the wolf gods. While Nick is making an uncertain plan to get inside, Juddy begins howling. She tricks the wolf gods and they all howl.
You are a clever bunny.
They look up and see a pipe. They enter a room through the sewer grate. Juddy uses her phone light to search. Hospital beds have been pushed up against the wall.
It looks like it used to be a hospital.
Oh. You know, after you. You are the cops. Okay, all clear.
But all of this equipment is brand new.
Carrots?
Claw marks.
Yeah, huge claw marks. I mean, what kind of animal?
Juddy and Nick surprised to find Mr. Manchas inside one of the cages. They continued to look around the asylum and found...
It's him! We found our otter!
Mr. Otterton, I am Officer Judy Hobbs, and I was sent by your wife to find you. Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
An otter with dark eyeballs starts to come forward and stay. He pounds against the glass, making Juddy and Nick jump back in surprise.
Or not. Guess he in no rush to get home to the missus.
Wait, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not including matches, it's 14. Chief Bogo had handed us 14 missing mammal cases. They're all here. All the missing mammals are right here.
They hear a mechanical door opening. As the door opens, Judy and Nick run and hide in an empty cell. Then they hear a familiar voice.
Enough! I don't want excuses. Doctor, I want answers.
My Lionheart, please. We are doing everything we can.
Judy pulled up her phone and started recording their conversation.
Really? Because I've got 12.5 animals here who've gone off the rail crazy. And you can't tell me why? No, I call that awfully far from doing everything.
Sir, it might be time to consider their biology.
What? What do you mean biology?
The only animals going savage are predators. We cannot keep it a secret. We need to come forward.
Great idea. Tell the public. And how do you think they're gonna feel about the mayor? Who is a lion? I'll be right.
Well, what does Chief Bogo say?
If Bogo doesn't know, and we are going to keep it that way.
Judy's phone rings suddenly. Her parents are calling her. She tries to turn it off, but the ringtone echoes.
No. Oh no.
Oh, someone's here.
Sir, you need to go! Now! Security! Sweep the area!
Mayor Lionheart and Dr. Madge left the room as the alarm sounds. The door of the cell Judy and Nick are in closes. They try to open the door until they see wolves coming to the door.
Great! We're dead. We're dead. That's it. I'm dead. You are dead. Everybody dead.
Wait. Can you swim?
What? Can I swim? Yes, I can swim. Why?
3 wolves enter the room carrying taser guns with laser sights, but one notices the toilet was flush and cocks his head to the left with confusion. Judy and Nick slides down the pipe and fall out, going down the waterfall. Judy in a diving position, Nick twisting and turning in weird position while screaming before falling into the water below. Nick emerges and looks for Judy.
Carrots? Hops? Judy?
We need to tell Bogo.
Received the information from Judy. The ZPD swarmed the asylum. Chief Bogo exits, bringing Mayor Lionheart in handcuffs with Judy walking beside them.
Mayor Lionheart, you have the right to remain silent. Anything.
You don't understand. I was trying to protect the city.
You were just trying to protect your job.
No. Listen, we still don't know why this is happening. It could be destroying Zootopia.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Words travel real fast. Now the whole city knows about the mayor and the asylum. A crowd of reporters are gathered with pens ready while Chief Bogo stands at the podium giving a speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, 14 mammals went missing, and all 14 have been found by our newest recruit who will speak to you in a moment.
I'm so nervous.
Okay. Friends conference 101. Want to look smart? Answer that question with your own question and then answer that question. Like this. Excuse me, Officer Hobbs. What can you tell us about your case? Well, was this a tough case? Yes, it was. You see?
You should be up there with me. We did this together.
Well, am I a cop? No, I'm not.
Funny you should say that. Because, well, I've been thinking. It will be nice to have a partner, you know. Here, in case you need something to write with.
Judy gives Nick her carrot pen and Nick takes the pen with a smile.
Officer Hobbs, it's time.
They appear to be in good health physically, if not emotionally. So now, I'll turn things over to the officer who put the case, Officer Judy Hobbs.
Judy walks up to the podium and reporters called all at once trying to get Judy's answers.
Officer Hobbs, what can you tell us about the animals going savage?
Well, the animals in operations, are they all of different species? Yes, they are.
Okay, so what is the connection?
All we know is that they are all members of the predator family.
So predators are the only ones going savage?
That is accurate. Yeah, that is accurate.
Why? Why is this happening?
We still don't know. But it may have something to do with their biology.
What do you mean by that?
A biological component. You know, something with their DNA and stuff.
Okay, in their DNA, can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes, what I mean is thousands of years ago, predators survived through their aggressive hunting instincts. For whatever reason, they seem to be reverting back to their primitive savage ways.
Nick sees the savage predator's muzzle aghast in his head as his ears spin down. A bear first showed up on the screen, and then comes Manchas before a wolf appears. They both have looks of animalistic rage on their faces, but not the wolf who looks terrified. Nick is distraught and trembling. He has a flashback of himself as a kid with a muzzle. Nick's expression of horror turns into one of anger.
Officer Hobbs, could it happen again?
It is possible. That is why we all must be vigilant. And we, at the ZPD, are prepared and are here to protect you.
The reporters get frantic and proud Juddy with questions.
Will more mammals go savage?
What is being done to protect us?
Have you considered a mandatory quarantine on predators?
Okay, thank you, Officer Hobbs. I think that's all the time we have. No more questions.
Bellwether takes Juddy away from the reporters.
Was I okay?
You did fine.
That one's so fast. I didn't even get a chance to mention you or about how we...
Oh, I think you said plenty.
What do you mean?
Clearly, there's a biological component. This predator may be reverting back to their primitive way, savage way. Are you serious?
I just stated facts of the case. I mean, it's not like a bunny could go savage.
Right. But a fox could, huh?
Nick, stop it. You're not like them.
Oh, there's a dam now.
You know what I mean. You're not that kind of predator.
The kind that needs to be muzzled. The kind that makes you think you need to carry around fox repellent. Yeah, don't think I didn't notice that little item the first we met. So, let me ask you a question. Are you afraid of me? Do you think I might go nuts? Do you think I might go savage? Do you think I might try to eat you?
Juddy gasps and steps back, revealing that she has opened the strap, her paw just inches from the rebellion. Nick looks at her, hurt and disgusted.
I knew it. Just when I thought somebody actually believed in me. Probably best if you don't have a predator as a partner.
Nick gives Juddy back the application and leaves. Juddy looks at the application that is completely filled out and looks up. She sees an angry Nick storming off, tearing off the speaker and throwing it down on the ground.
No! Nick! Nick!
Officer Hobbs, were you just threatened by the predator?
No, he's my friend.
We cannot even trust our own friends?
That is not what I said. Please, listen to me.
Are we safe?
Have any other horses gone savage?
After the conference, Zootopia became chaotic and protests for help everywhere.
More bad news in this city gripped by fear. A caribou in critical condition, the victim of mauling by a savage polar bear. This 27th such attack comes just 1 week after CPT officer Juddy Hobbs connected the violence to traditionally predatory animals.
Meanwhile, a peace rally was marked by protests.
Zootopia is a unique place. It's a crazy, beautiful diversity where we celebrate our differences This is not the Zootopia I know. The Zootopia I know is better than this. We don't just blindly assign blame. We don't know why these attacks keep happening, but it is irresponsible to label all predators as savage. We cannot let fear divide us. Please, give me back the Zootopia I love.
Judy is in the ZPD with her own desk, looking at her computer, typing a savage mammal report on Emmett Otterton. Chief Bogo approaches her and taps the wall.
Come on, Hops. New mayor want to see us.
The mayor? Why?
It would seem you've arrived.
Judy follows Chief Bogo. She sees a sad Clawhauser packing his stuff.
Clawhauser? What are you doing?
They thought it would be better if a predator, such as myself, was on the first face that you seen when you walk into the CPD.
What?
They're gonna move me to records. It's downstairs. It's by the boiler.
Hops, let's go.
I don't understand.
Our city is 90% prey, Judy, and right now, they're just really scared. You are a hero to them. They trust you. And so that's why Chief Bogo and I want you to be the public face of the CPD.
I'm not a hero. I came here to make the world a better place. But I think I broke it.
Don't give yourself so much credit, Hops. The world has always been broken. That's why we need a good cops like you.
With all due respect, sir, a good cop is supposed to serve and protect. Help the city, not tear it apart. I don't deserve this badge.
Hops.
Judy, you have worked so hard to get here. It's what you wanted since you were a kid. You cannot quit.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Judy went back to Bunny Barrow and worked as a carrot farmer. In pink flannel jeans, she rolls up carrots in newspapers and serves customers.
Potatoes and carrot. Have a nice day.
Judy sighs, watching the rabbit customers walking away. Bonnie and Stu, her parents, look at her and come up to her.
Hey there, Jude. Dude. Ha, remember that one? Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
You're not fine. Your ears are droopy.
Why did I think I could make a difference?
Because you're a trier? That's why.
You've always been a trier.
Oh, yeah, I tried. And I made life so much worse for so many innocent predators.
A van horn sounds and a van pulls up.
Oh, well, not all of them, though. Speak of the devil, right on time. Look.
A van has the words Gideon Gray's Real Good Bake Stuff and fresh produce from Hop's family farm, and Gideon Gray, grown up, walks out of his van.
Is that Gideon Gray?
Yep, sure it is. We're over him now.
He's our partner, and we never would have considered it if you had not opened our minds.
That's right. I mean, gets turned into one of the top pastries chefs in the 3 boroughs. So
That's really cool, you guys.
Gideon takes out pastries but looks up when he hears Judy.
Gideon Gray, I'll be darned.
Hey Judy, I just like to say, I'm sorry for the way I behaved in my youth. I had a lot of self-doubt and it manifested itself in the form of unchecked rage and aggression. I was a mere jerk.
Well, I know a thing or two about being a jerk.
Anyhow, I read you all twice. To see three shouting bunny children running towards a line of purple flowers.
hey kids, don't run through that flower thingy, make politics or something like that.
Well, now there's a $4 word, Mr. H. My family always just call them night howlers.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
Oh, I get to talk about those flowers, you see. Juddy, I use them to produce. But I don't like little ones going near on account of what happened to your Uncle Terry.
Yeah, Judy. Terry ate one hole when we were kids and went completely nuts.
He bit the dickens out of your mother.
A bunny can go savage.
Savage? Well, that's a strong word, but it did hurt like the devil.
Yep, well, sure it did. There's a sizable divot in your I'll call that a savage, I guess.
Night howlers aren't wolves. They're flowers. The flowers are making predators go savage. That's it. That's what I've been missing.
Juddy runs up to the family pickup truck.
Oh, keys, hurry, come on.
He fumbles tosses the keys to Judy, who grabs them and gets in the truck.
There you go.
Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Juddy decides to drive back to Zootopia. She drives through Sahara Square looking for Nick and thankfully sees the Fox's truck. She knocks on the back door.
Nick. Oh, Nick, night howlers and wolves. They're toxic flowers. I think someone is targeting the predators on purpose and making them go savage.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
Wait, listen. I know you'll never forgive me, and I don't blame you. I wouldn't forgive me either. I was ignorant and irresponsible and small-minded, but predators shouldn't suffer because of my mistakes. I have to fix this, but I can't do it without you. And after we're done, you can hate me, and that will be fine because I was a horrible friend and I hurt you, and you can walk away knowing that you were right all along. I don't think I'm just a dumb bunny.
Everything is silent except for Judy's quiet sobbing. And Judy's recorded voice is heard to the caravan saying, I really am just a dumb bunny. I really am just a dumb bunny.
Don't worry, Carrots. I'll let you erase it in 48 hours. All right, get in here.
Juddy jumps to hug Nick.
Okay. Oh, you bunnies, you are so emotional.
I'm okay.
There we go. Deep breath. Are you just trying to steal the pen? Is that what this is? Oh, you are standing on my tail. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Later on, Judy and Nick are off in the Hobbs family truck and Nick is enjoying some blueberries.
Oh, I thought you guys only grew carrots. Where's your plan?
We're gonna follow the night howlers.
Okay. How?
Know this guy?
Juddy shows her phone with a picture of the news of Jeep Whistleton.
I told you, I know everybody.
They rush to the alley where Duke is selling DVDs.
Well, look who it is. The Duke of Bootleg.
What is to you, Wilde? Shouldn't you be melting down a popsicle or something? Hey, if it isn't Flopsy the Coxy.
We both know those weren't moldy onions like Cocky is stealing. What were you gonna do with those night howlers, Whistleton?
It's Whistleton, Duke Whistleton. And I ain't talking rabbit, and there ain't nothing you can do to make me.
Knowing the way to make Duke Whistleton speak, they brought him to Mr. Big in Thundertown.
Ice him!
The polar bears open the trapdoor and Duke over the icy pit. He screams and struggles to break free. He looks at Judy, Nick, and Mr. Big. Nick is sipping from a tiny cup.
You dirty rat! Why are you helping her? She's a cow!
And a godmother to my future granddaughter.
No, I'm gonna name my daughter Judy.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Nice, this whistle.
Ah! Alright, please. I'll talk. I sounded my howler so I could sell them. They offered me what I couldn't refuse. Money.
And to whom did you sell them?
A ram named Dove. We got a drop spot underground. Just watch it. Dove is the opposite of friendly. He's unfriendly.
After taking the information from Duke, Judy and Nick went to an abandoned subway station. There, they found Doc's lab and discovered it is full of flowers just like the ones from the Hobbs family farm.
This was a lie.
Yeah, this looked like Odo cornered the marker on Night Howler.
Dove suddenly enters the room, prompting Judy and Nick to hide under a table. After putting on a gas mask, Dove takes a pot full of night owlers and put it all into a bag. He subsequently guides the liquids through test tubes and a canister set. A phone rings under his pocket, and Judy and Nick scurry under another table.
You got the dough here. What's the mark? Cheetah and Sarah Square, huh? Got it. You serious? Yeah, I know they're fast. I can eat them though. Listen, I hit a tiny little otter through open window on a moving car though.
Judy gasped and sees a photo of Emmett Otterton on Dove's subway bulletin map and a photo of Renato Manches.
Yeah, I'll buzz you when it's done. Or, yeah, you see it on your news, whichever comes first.
Hey, Jeff, open up. We've got your laundry.
Alright, we'll respect. So I'm leaving now. Out.
Dove goes over the car door while Judy suddenly crawls out of her hiding place, having an idea.
Where are you going? Get back here. What are you doing? It's gonna see you. What are you looking at? Hey, whenever you're thinking, stop thinking it. Carrots.
Better have the extra foam this time.
Without warning, Judy kicks Dove out of the car and locks the door.
Hey, open up.
What are you doing? You just trapped us in here.
We need to get this evidence to the ZPD.
Okay, great. Here it is. Got it.
Nick secured a gun case containing the Night Howler serum.
No, I love it.
Wait, what?
Judy runs to the front of the train and knocks a few controls on, trying to get the old train to move.
Great. You are a conductor now, huh? Hey, listen. It would make a miracle to get this brass bucket going. Oh, well, hallelujah.
Walter starts to run after the train, leaving Dove behind, mopping over his latte.
Mission accomplished. Would it be premature for me to do a little victory toot-toot?
All right, 1 toot.
Well, I can cross that off the bucket list.
Judy and Nick's celebration is cut short as they hear a thud from the top of the train. They turn around nervously to see Walter break into the train. He tries to ram his way to the front, but Nick closes the steel door and locks him out. Walter tries to open the door. He sees Nick smirking at him and headbutts the glass.
I might have to resign that victory toot-toot.
Another thud from the top of the train, this time straight over their heads.
Maybe that's just hail.
It turns out to be Walter who tries to break his way in through the small front window. Walter charges at full speed. Judy gets thrown out of the car, but manages to hold on Walter's horn.
Carrots!
Don't stop! Keep going!
Walter manages to toss Judy to the top of the train. The train emerges from the tunnel and Walter is trying to punch his way to Nick at the controls. As Judy tries to get up, she notices a freight train coming straight towards them. On the same track, she gasps and quickly notices a track junction and a track switch up ahead. She gets an idea and pokes her head through the open vent.
Speed up, Nick! Speed up!
There's another train coming!
Trust me! Speed up!
Nick grunts as he moves the throttle forward to increase the train speed. Walter notices the oncoming train.
Stop the train! No!
Hey, need some help?
With one swift move, Judy leaps down and kicks Walter off the train and onto the track switch. The junction shifts just in time and the subway car makes a sudden turn away from the freight train. However, the high speed of the subway car is making it tip over.
Oh no, too fast, hold on!
Judy and Nick hang on this as the subway car slides down the track on its side. Sparks fly everywhere, sparking a fire in the lab. The two look ahead and see the train is speeding into the end of the line station and the wall that they are carrying it to.
I think this is our stop.
Judy and Nick clip off the car and onto the abandoned subway platform. They look on in shock as the train slams into the wall in a fiery crash.
Okay, maybe some of the evidence survived.
The train suddenly detonates, sending pieces of debris all over the station.
Everything is gone. We've lost it all.
Yeah. Oh, except for this.
Nick pulls out from behind his back the gun case containing Night Howler serum that he safely secured.
Ooh, Nick! Yes! Come on, we gotta get to the ZPD. Cut through the Natural History Museum.
Judy and Nick run out of the subway station, which leads them inside the Natural History Museum, which is closed. The two run through many exhibits before long find themselves looking at the exit that will lead them to the ZPD.
Look, there it is.
Judy! Judy!
They see Bellwether with two ships, cops urgently heading their way.
Mayor Bellwether, we found what's happening. Someone's starting predators with a serum. That's what making them go savage.
I'm so proud of you, Judy. You did just a super job.
Thank you, ma'am. Wait, how did you know where to find us?
I'll go ahead and take the case now.
You know what? I think Nick and I will just take this to the ZPD.
They turn around to leave, only to find a large, sinister-looking ram blocking their way. He stares at them menacingly and cracks his neck, ready to attack.
Run!
Judy and Nick run back into the museum, with Judy holding onto the case for dear life.
Get them!
The three rams go after Judy and Nick. Judy trips on a task display, cutting her leg badly. She falls over, grunting in pain.
Parrots, I got you. Come here. Okay, just relax.
Nick quickly carries Judy over to the nearby wall. He takes out his handkerchief to wrap Judy's leg and accidentally spills a few blueberries on the floor.
Oops. Blueberries?
Pass.
Nick eats the blueberry and bends to her leg. They hear Bellwether's voice suddenly call out. Her silhouette is shown behind the curtain.
Coming out, Judy.
Take the case. Take it to Bogo.
I'm not gonna leave you behind. That's not happening.
I can't walk.
Just, you'll think of something.
The two gasp as Bellwether and her rams enter the restricted area. Bellwether tries to get Judy to surrender.
We are on the same team, Judy. Underestimated, underappreciated. Aren't you sick of it? Predators. They may be strong and loud, but prey outnumber predators. 10 to 1.
Bellwether notices a rabbit-shaped shadow on the wall. She snaps her finger to one of the rams and points to where she thinks Judy is.
Think of it. 19% of the populations united against a common enemy will be unstoppable.
The ram pounces on the source of the shadow, only to find a rabbit mannequin for an exhibit. A sudden clanging is heard and Bellwether sees Judy and Nick trying to make a break for the exit.
Over there!
The big ram quickly catches up to Judy and Nick and headbutts them into one of the museum exhibit pits, making them lose their holds on the gun case. The case flies to the floor and Bellwether retrieves it. Judy and Nick are trapped.
Well, you should just have stayed on the carrot farm, huh? It's really too bad. I did like you.
What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Oh no, of course not. But he is.
Bellwether fires the dart gun and the serum pellet hits Nick on the neck, leaving a blue stain. He starts to run and groan in pain.
No! Nick!
Oh, hello, police. There is a savage fox in the Natural History Museums. Officer Hobbs is down. Please hurry.
No! Nick! Don't do this! Fight it!
But he can't help it, can he? Since brats are just biologically predisposed to be savages.
Nick starts to growl and Judy looks down to see Nick's eyes looking straight at her menacingly. Judy backs away in fear and starts to run away. Nick goes down on all fours, baring his teeth at Judy before he starts chasing her like a wild fox. Judy tries to slow Nick down by throwing a deer mannequin at him.
Think about the headlines. Here are cops killed by the savage fox.
So, that's it? Prey fears predators and you stay in power?
Yeah, pretty much.
It won't work.
Fears always works. And I'll dare every predators in Zootopia keep it that way.
Judy gasps as Nick slowly closes in, snarling, growling, and ready to pounce. She is trapped.
Oh, Nick, no.
Bye-bye, Bunny.
Nick finally closes on in the frightened Judy and lunges at her, biting her neck. Judy lets out a blood-curdling scream and Bellwether looks on, pleased at her own words. Then,
Nick lets go of Judy's neck and backs away, chuckling at her playful acting.
Blood and death.
All right. You know you are making it. Besides, I think we got it. We got it up there. Thank you, Yikitiyak. You let it all out beautifully.
What?
Oh, yeah. Are you looking for the serum? Well, it's right here.
What you've got in that weapon there? Those are blueberries from my family farms.
And they are delicious. You should try some.
I frame Lionheart. I can frame you too. It's my words against yours.
Ooh, actually.
Judy pulls out her carrot pen and plays back Bellwether's phrase speech.
It's your words against yours. It's called hustle, sweetheart. Boom.
Foiled and caught red-hoofed, Bellwether starts to back away and trying to make a run for it, but she is surrounded by Chief Bogo and the ZPD who have heard everything. Police cars can be seen surrounding the entrance outside. Bellwether and her henchmen raise their arms in defeat and fear. Bellwether sighs and looks down, lowering her arms.
Former Mayor Dan Bellwether is behind bars today, guilty of masterminding the savage attack that have plagued Zootopia of late.
Her predecessor, Leader Lionheart, denies any knowledge of her past, claiming he was just trying to protect the city.
Did I falsely imprison those animals? Well, yes, I did. It was a classic, doing the wrong thing for the right reason, kind of a deal.
In related news, doctors say the night hauler's antidote is proving effective in rehabilitating the avid predators.
Everything's finding a light. Emmett Otterton, who's being cared in a hospital, starts to wake up with Mrs. Otterton beside him.
Oh, Emmett.
The Ottertons hug very deeply in relief. Mrs. Otterton turns to Judy, who is back in her police uniform and her leg is healed.
Thank you, Officer Hobbs.
Judy smiles, feeling happy to serve.
When I was a kid, I thought Zootopia was this perfect place where everyone gets along and anyone can be anything. Well, as it turns out, real life is a little bit more complicated than a slogan on a bumper sticker. Real life is messy. We all have our limitations and we all make mistakes. Which means, hey, glass half full, we all have a lot in common. And the more we try to understand one another, the more exceptional each of us will be. But we have to try. So, no matter what type of animal you are, from the biggest elephant to our very first box top, Mr. Nick Wilde, I implore you to try. Try to make the world a better place. Look inside yourself and recognize that change starts with you. It starts with me, and it starts with all of us.
The police officers and Zootopia citizens who watched Judy's speech cheer and applaud for Judy and Nick Wilde, who is now wearing his brand new police uniform. Everyone threw their hats in the air. Zootopia is peaceful again.